Welcome to Markets on Air. Hunsrück, new home for Chinese companies. Lu Xingyang has only just arrived in Germany, and he's already talking business. The Chinese salesman came from Shanghai to meet face-to-face with potential new clients. His company back home produces fabrics and flags that are used for promotional purposes. He values German customers.
Compared with other countries, customers here in Germany pay their bills on time and stay with the same supplier.
This former military complex is now home to 60 companies. It's off the beaten path, but the rural location in southwestern Germany has developed into an unlikely hub for global import and export businesses. Jane Hao is in charge of a group of Chinese and German investors who are marketing the space to Chinese exporters. The property is affordable, she says, but still centrally located in Europe.
If they want to make business with Denmark, with Italy or France, in England, it's an easy way to go for them. Another is the stable market.
According to a study by Germany Trade and Invest, 854 foreign businesses established themselves in Germany last year. That's a 3% increase on the previous year. A large number of those firms come from China. And the Chinese are reaching out to the locals, who are developing a taste for Chinese food.
Green energy, New Zealand learning from Germany. This group has come from New Zealand to the Augsburg soccer stadium in southern Germany. But they didn't come here to watch soccer. They're here to tour the high-tech, environmentally friendly stadium that's heated using groundwater. We'd like to install a similar system back home in New Zealand. That's why it's very interesting for us to see how a stadium with a capacity of 32,000 can be heated without CO2 emissions. Energy-saving groundwater is used to heat the field in the winter and to cool it in the summer. It's hoped that the investment will pay off with sales of this technology abroad. Next stop, the Renewable Energy Fair in Augsburg, where top German companies display their latest innovations. It's a real eye-opener for the New Zealanders. We have learned quite a lot here. 75 to 80% of our energy already comes from alternative sources, but we need the kind of innovation you have here in Germany to reach those final percentage points. The guests will return home loaded with contracts and ideas from Germany's sustainable energy sector. And German tech companies hope the orders from New Zealand will start pouring in. €179 billion. That's how much was invested in renewable energy around the world in 2012. Nearly half of it was spent in emerging and developing nations. It's the highest figure so far. The German government estimates that nearly 20% of global electricity generation came from renewable energy last year. Good prospects for German economy. The country's leading economic researchers are forecasting a growth rate of 1.8% in 2014. On the negative side, the researchers lowered their forecast for the remainder of this year by half to 0.4%. They say the sluggish world economy is to blame.
APEC countries want to simplify trade. That's what the 21 nations decided at their meeting on the Indonesian island of Bali. The measures include fighting corruption, making visas more accessible, and stimulating their economies with free trade.
Food fair sets new trends. Cola spread and pizza on a stick were just two of the novelties at the world's biggest food fair, ANUGA. Organic food took center stage at this year's event, featuring exhibitors from nearly 100 countries. Around the world, tower clocks from the Black Forest. An incredible amount of knowledge has been handed down through the generations, and high-quality materials are a must.
The new clock faces are precision copies of old ones. The Tower Clock factory has 30 employees. They work as mechanics, technicians, fitters, and blacksmiths. Christoph Perrott exports a third of his family business's products. The world's largest tower clock, the Mecca Royal Clock Hotel Tower in Saudi Arabia, stands 400 meters above ground.
Our company is always taking on special projects, and anything we've never done before is a challenge for us. There's nothing that would make us say, we can't do that.
Depending on the size, it can take up to 10 weeks and as much as 40,000 euros to finish one clock. That was Markets on Air.